Hello and welcome to IronAge Media's weekly review, where we talk about everything that's been happening on the site for the last week. In video news, you'll notice that I've actually flipped myself around, and fortunately, my audio is working now. I recorded this video twice already with my microphone not working. Never again will I make the grievous mistake of unplugging my microphone for any amount of time. I've learned my lesson, OBS. That said, let's jump into the articles. The Whisper is our first article of the week. It's from the very generous graphic designer who reached out and provided the work on this logo as well as the text there, and kind of inspired the rest of the styling for the site whenever I did sort of the soft update in mid-October. Back on his work, though, The Whisper is an experimental webcomic. It's a blending of, I would say, fairly famous styles, and Frank Miller-esque is probably one of the more prominent within there based on my own opinions. It blends a lot of different themes. It follows a protagonist known as the Whisper, who is styled after old school pulp heroes who are not afraid to get their hands dirty to do what they believe is right. Next up, we have Violet Dawn, which is a graphic novel, sword and sorcery genre that is currently in Kickstarter, going on through the 25th of November. It's the first part of 7 in the overall story, and they intend on expanding into role-playing games and a number of other products, I would say. So if you're interested in what they're doing and you want to get in before the 25th, I suggest you go check out their Kickstarter. Next up, we have Rogue Elements, a Ryan Drake short film, which is inspired by the Ryan Drake series that Will Jordan has been writing for over a decade now. Will Jordan is better known as the Critical Drinker on YouTube. He does movie and TV critiques primarily. He teamed up with Travis Grant of, I think it's Gradual Upgrade, and they are, they set out a fairly small goal with their Kickstarter, and so far it's over 10 times that amount, so it's definitely getting made. But if you want to sign up for updates or you want to show your support, go check out the Kickstarter. I had somebody ask where we could, where they could watch it, and unfortunately this time they haven't given a clear a clear answer to that. So it, I believe, is going to be at least available through YouTube in some form. I don't know if it'll be paid or unpaid. And the director, Travis Grant, was talking about doing a live showing somewhere. So obviously that's not going to be, it's not going to be in theaters everywhere, but there might be a showing or two around the world. And if you want to keep up to date on that, I suggest you check out the Kickstarter. They have links to sign up for updates. Next up, we have the weekly prompts, which are the Rondure for the short story image prompt and a hasty departure for the art prompt. And last but not least, of course, we are coming to the close of our October prompt voting. If you haven't voted yet and you have read some of the short stories, I encourage you to vote on what you have read. But first, I would always say, give everything a quick look and see if there's anything that grabs you. The 25 submissions this month, or this past month, were have been so far very good. I've made my way through all of them now, and I'm feeling like giving two choices almost wasn't enough this time. It's been an enjoyable read on many of these. So, if you would like to select contribute to selecting another one of the featured stories from October, you can go sign up at my locals page. I'll be making an announcement on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram once I have that poll up. But I'm essentially going to be pulling from the second to ninth place people in this, and you'll be able to vote on those through locals. I don't believe I'm going to figure out a way to make it available to anybody who has subscribed there and not require a paid subscription to vote. So once that voting is done through locals, I will be picking a third editorial choice of mine, and let me tell you, I'm torn. I'm probably going to let the locals voting finish up before I settle on one, because I'm going to have to reread a few. That said, I hope you guys all have a nice week, and I will talk to you next Friday at the next weekly review.